Hey everyone! I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. As always, I'm so grateful that you're listening, subscribing, and commenting. I really appreciate the support. And if you're interested in supporting me further, you can do that by going to my Patreon or Ko-fi link there in the description below. In this one, I wanted to speak to you about putting yourself out there. I wanted to start off with a story. So recently a girlfriend of mine and I were talking about how we met 3 years ago or something. And she was telling me that when I first moved to Chiang Mai, I was all alone. I didn't know anyone there. I moved on a whim and I was by myself. For the first time in my life, I was surrounded by no family, no friends, no one. And so I decided to just put myself out there. I was like, all right, there are Facebook groups for Chiang Mai Nomad Girls and Chiang Mai Nomad Group. And there were all these like Facebook groups for Chiang Mai Farangs, Chiang Mai foreigners, right? And so I decided to start being a little bit active on these groups, to start making friends, to start meeting people, especially women, strong, independent women, so I could learn from them and, learn to become more of a stronger presence myself. And so I'd post almost every week, telling things, or almost sometimes every day, posting things about, things that I'm doing. So I'll be like, oh, I'm at a coffee shop right now. If anyone wants to join me for a quick coffee, or, oh, I'm going to go to a voice lesson tomorrow. If anyone wants to join me, you're more than welcome to come. Or I'm going to the park tomorrow. If anyone wants to join me, they're more than welcome to join me, etc., etc. I'd always be posting things like that. And my friend, who I met later on, she would see these posts. We didn't know each other yet, but she would see these posts of mine because I have an unusual name, Shikha, and she would see these posts by Shikha and very many posts by her. Like I would post quite often. And she noticed that I'd post no matter if people replied to my post or not. So I'd post something and I got 0 replies, like crickets, she would say. And I still posted again the next day saying, oh, did you guys want to do this? As if the previous day had not happened at all, as if no one had rejected me. They didn't reject me technically, as if everyone had replied to me yesterday. She was like, how were you so brave? How did you keep on going? How did you keep on posting things even though no one replied to your post? Why did you not feel sad or embarrassed to keep on posting over and over again? The difference between me and her, and the reason that what I explained to her was that for me, when no one replied to my post, I was like, oh, I guess everyone is busy. I took it as an external focus of control. I wasn't thinking, oh, it's because everyone hates me. Oh, it's because everyone doesn't like me. Oh, it's because I'm not popular. Oh, because no one wants to hang out with me. I didn't take it as a negative thing. I never took it as a sign that, I need to stop doing this because everyone dislikes me and obviously I'm being a pain or I'm being a burden or I'm a crazy fool and no one wants to hang out with me, so why am I doing this? I never took it like that. I just imagined that just like I'm busy sometimes and I don't reply to messages or posts on the Facebook group and many posts go unreplied, I thought that was exactly the same case here. No one's replying because they're busy. They have other things to do. They're not interested in my post. If they were interested, they would reply to me. If they're not, I don't want someone who's not interested replying to me. And so I took it as a very positive thing, as a neutral thing. I didn't think anything of it. It was just I posted, I put myself out there, and it's gone. It's done and over with. New day, new beginning. Again, let's do another post and let's try again. Didn't work. All right, cool, awesome. Tomorrow, let's do it again. And I think that's the kind of attitude I have with everything that I do in my life. Not always. I think right now I have this attitude, and that's what I'm talking about at this moment in time. And for the last 3 or 4 years, I've had this attitude where I'll just constantly put myself out there. It is my thing. I do it naturally. I just put myself out there. I'll create things, put it out there, forget about it. I'll create a video, put it out there, forget about it. If it flops, cool, it doesn't matter because it's already done. I'm on to the next thing. If it does really well, awesome. It doesn't matter either because amazing, good, it did well, but I'm already on to the next thing. I'm already on to the next video. I'm already on to the next subject, on to the next project, on to the next creative thing. I don't have time to think, worry, or mull over all the previous things I've done because they're out there doing their thing. They are out there. I've given them their space and now it's their turn to shine. And so that's how I think about most things that I'm doing. I'll try it. If it doesn't work, cool, let's try, fail fast, and then move on to the next thing. Some things will succeed, some things will fail, and you're able to move on to the next thing right away. And so you're not stuck in the past. You're not stuck in something that you did 3 years ago. Whereas for my friend, unfortunately, what she does is that if she posts once and no one replies to her, that's it. That's the end of that. She's never going to post again because, of course, no one loves her, no one cares about her, no one wants to reply to her. She's not popular enough, or whatever that reason is in her head, whatever wrong story that she's creating in her head, it's holding her back from just putting herself out there normally and casually. Of course, thankfully, what happened was that she noticed me doing it. She noticed me putting myself out there constantly on a consistent basis without caring what was going on. And she started doing that as well. She's like, well, if you can do it, I can do it as well. And I was like, good, very good. Good for you. Keep on going, kind of thing. And now she posts more often than she did before. And sometimes, yeah, she gets crickets too. Sometimes there's no one replying to her messages. That's normal. People are busy. People don't see your message. People are not interested. It's not their thing. It's not their shindig. Move on to the next thing. And so she doesn't hold it against herself. She doesn't take it as a negative reproach to herself. It's not anything to do with her. It's just the circumstance. People are not interested perhaps. They're busy. They didn't see the post. You know, like 99% of the posts Facebook has don't actually get seen by everyone. Like they have this weird algorithm. But if you interact with a post once, then you'll see it over and over again from that person. So there's all these random things going on in the background that you're not even aware of. But instead of being like, all right, it's something else, nothing to do with me, most people, what they do is that take it as an affront to themselves. Oh, it's me. It's my fault. I'm the problem here. And then they start berating themselves, hating themselves, not doing anything, not putting themselves out there, protecting themselves, and then hiding in a corner and pretending like the world is against them. This is one of the things I dislike the most, and you guys know this about me. I don't like the victim mentality because I know I played it for the longest time as well, and I hate the fact that I did that. I also don't like the mentality where they feel like, you know, everyone's against them. Basically victim mentality, but also like just like if everyone's against me and no one cares about me, I'm not going to put myself out there. Why should I waste my energy? We're not doing it for someone else. I am not doing these videos for someone else. I'm doing it for me. There is this thing inside of me, this instinct, this desire that I need to share these videos. I share them every single day. I wouldn't be motivated because if I was motivated by something external, most of my videos don't get watched, or they do get watched. I think they get watched maybe by 400 or 500 people. If I was really externally motivated, I'd be like, well, that's not enough. I'm not going to do them anymore. It's not about external motivation for me. It's about internal. I'm doing it for myself. I want to do it. I think it's fun. I love it. I want to keep on going for the rest of my life. If I was externally motivated, if something happens in the external, like someone said, I'm a crappy video editor, or I'm terrible, I speak too much, I speak too fast, I speak too little, I repeat myself too much. I've had all of these things said to me. If I was motivated by external things, then I would stop because I'd be like, well, if I'm not good at it and everyone hates me, which is obvious from all the trolls and all the messages, then why should I do this anymore? I would move on to something else. But it's not about that. And I really want you guys to really pull all of your motivations back to within yourself. Why are you creating this comic? For yourself. I'm doing it for myself. Why are you learning how to sing? It's for myself. I want to learn how to sing. If you start sharing with other people and they like it, awesome, that's great. But you're still doing it for yourself. Why are you taking care of yourself? You're not doing it for someone else, you're doing it for yourself. Why are you wearing this beautiful dress? You're doing it for yourself, right? It's great other people get to look at you and look at your beauty and be enamored by you and seduced by you. Awesome. But again, it has to start from internal motivation first. The external motivation can come later. It's fine. It's okay. A lot of times I do post videos even if I'm grumpy because I know that you guys are listening and I care about you guys. But in most cases, like 99% of the time, it's because I want to do them. I love doing these videos. It makes me happy. And that's the real key to this. That's a real reason I think I've stuck with it, is because if it was something related to you or to my audience or to the viewers, there are many times where I'd be like, well, maybe this is not worth it. Maybe I should just stop, you know? So I really want you guys to think about this every single time you're putting yourself out there and you think, oh, well, no one's listening, no one cares, no one wants to talk to me, no one wants to do this, or blah, blah, blah. Stop it. Stop doing that to yourself. Do it for yourself. Why are you doing this? For yourself. You're putting yourself out there for yourself. You're creating for yourself. You're eating food for yourself. You're taking care of yourself for yourself. All of this is for you. You're doing it so you can grow, expand, blossom as an individual. The rest of it, that if it comes, you know, the accolades, the fame, the money, whatever it might be, if it does come, it doesn't come. If it does, then great, it comes. If it doesn't come, great. You're still doing it for yourself. Yeah. One of the things I love about a lot of the authors that are out there, like Stephen King and Neil Gaiman and all those people who love writing, who genuinely love the art of writing, the reason they write is because they love it. They would write even if they didn't make any money off of it. They would write even if they were on their deathbed. They would write even if they had 100-degree fever or 1,000-degree fever. Even if they were dying and ill in bed, they would still write. That's what they do. It's about them. They're doing it for themselves. Yes, they've gotten fame and accolades and money, lots of money, but they would still do it besides, even if they didn't have all those things, right? They would still keep on writing. They'll still keep on going. They'll still keep on creating because it's their desire. It's inside of them. It's this thing that drives them from the inside out. And I want you guys to become like that too, because then everything, even if nothing happens, you're still doing it for yourself and it doesn't matter. As long as you're happy and content, you'll keep on going. And then you're going to get successful in the future, perhaps, or you might not, but at least you're happy. At least you're doing what you want to do with your life. Your little bit of life that you have here on this planet, at least you're doing what you wanted to do with it rather than relying on some external motivation that fades out very quickly. It fades out quicker than you can actually realize. I hope this makes sense. I think this is an important video and it's an important topic to speak about. If it does make sense, obviously comment below and let me know. If it doesn't, comment below as well and I shall do a follow-up video. Again, thank you so much for your support and I shall see you the next time around. Bye for now.